What is good? What is good? Welcome back to Different Beast Conversations with your host. I'm Carl. Got my man's Alex.
Hey, how you doing?
There we go. What's good, people? We did take a little bit of a break, as you guys probably know. It has been a little bit longer putting out an episode than what we usually do. But we've been going through some things over the past 2 weeks. And my fault. We've been going through some things over the. No, I'm gonna cut that.
No, we've been going through some things. No, just keep it like that. We've been going through some things, and it's just, it's a big thing. It's not talked a lot about, but it's men's mental health. That is a real thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's just something you got to deal with, though. But it's like sometimes you got to take a little hiatus from social media, and like Instagram and everything. And we both had to take our time. We don't have to dive too much into it. Honestly, you just gotta, at the end of the day, it's just a personal thing. You have your own personal things. At least we were on the same page on what we were doing. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like there wasn't anything that me and him weren't getting along, or we just gave up on this. It's just we actually ended up moving into a crib together so we could get more work done. That's what we've been doing. And then it was just a little bit he had some personal stuff he had to handle with his family, so did I. And just, we finally got back into the swing of stuff. So, we're back here. The mental health thing is a big thing. I've just noticed, we did stay in the gym the whole time, but it's just I can take you out of certain drives. For me, at least, I know I can't not go to the gym. So it's with that, it's regardless of how I feel, I'm going to be at the gym. But normally it's not good of a workout. I get too much in my head. I can get into my head where I feel like I can't even bench 135.
Oh, really?
I feel to the point where it's I really can't do it. And I did it. I literally let it drop on my chest, and I had to for the first time ever in my whole life, I had to roll it off me because I was my head wasn't there.
Yeah. No, it just be like that sometimes. I've been through the same shit. It's all you can hear, and it's when people say in the gym you battling those demons. You have those days where you really battling those demons, and like you said, sometimes it's you don't got the drive. It's almost like trying to fucking work out in the gym with to the gym music when you forget your headphones. It's you just.
You're not even listening to music. It's your voices are louder than what you're actually listening to. And I definitely experienced that. And it's funny you said that, 'cause I couldn't put my tongue on it in the gym because I was leaving the gym. And I'm bro, it's almost something was louder than the other thing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was just your inner thoughts. Because yes, at the end of the day, you do go to the gym to escape those, but you escape them to the point where it's when, at least for me, when I push the weight, it's I'm thinking about those problems in the most simple and somatic way I can, because then it's just me, I have to focus mostly on pushing the weight. Mm-hmm. So that is my main focus. And as soon as I have that controlled, I feel it just is it's not really adding weight to it. It's all right, let's take it as squat down, you think about the problem, squat up, solution, squat down, the next problem, squat up, solution. And that's how you think. I just think of it as that. It takes patience, takes time. Sometimes it might take 4 sets for you to figure that out.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And it's just I've learned through the gym, it translates into life a lot. Because to me, I've seen a lot of interviews where people say they will not do business with certain people because of how they carry themselves, as in a person, as their body, and their maintenance of their healthy, maintaining of their healthy.
Yeah, body's a temple.
Yeah, so because it shows how much drive you have. So it's everybody thinks it's corny, but it's the days you don't want to work, the days everybody says it now, and it's the truth though. It's those days, the people that really make it are the people, those days they don't want to do it are the days they still do it. Mm-hmm. Those are their best days.
Yeah, your biggest turnaround days, 100%. I've experienced that a lot too. The days, basically, you just said, fucking going to the gym, you really don't want to be there. And sometimes you start going, you're all right, bet. And sometimes those days will turn out into your best workout days. You could hit a PR that day, something. But like you said, usually the days you don't want to do it, or the hard days, are the days with the biggest turnarounds, the days where you have the biggest jumps in progress in what you're trying to do. So
yeah, no, definitely. And like I said, I don't know where I would be without the gym. In the first episode, when I mentioned why I came to the gym, a lot of it was from depression, a lot of it was from mental health. But it's just sometimes it is bigger than the gym. It is bigger than you, and it's just you have to you have to find the best and most healthiest way to cope. It's hard, when you're anywhere from 12 to the day you die. It's hard. There's a lot of temptation. There's drugs. There's women, men. There's a lot of different things that can throw you off. Jobs, money, everything. 'Cause some people will get a really good job, and then they just can't go to the gym because they're working 12 hours a day. You still gotta sleep. Like, I wish we didn't, but like humans gotta sleep at the end of the day. So like you already take, if you like, when people say we have the same 24 hours, yeah, but it's like you have to take and pick and choose. Like, if you're gonna go make the money versus whatever, if you want to balance that and still be in the gym, still have to maintain what you want to maintain, it's all about balance and time management.
Yep, no, that's a fact though.
And then, what have you been doing in the gym? Have you, so like last time we was here, I don't know, I think you were cutting a little bit, so I don't know, you still cutting or what you doing now?
I've been on a bulk myself for like the past 2 months. I think I'm finally at the point where like quote unquote peak bulk is, I think that's what people call it, but like you're up to the point in bulk, you don't have to bulk anymore. And I'm going to try and probably just like hold the calories I have now until like March or April, whenever I start my cut. But I have been bulking because I'm trying to put on that size, trying to push weight. We trying to hit 225 on the bench and like 405 on squats, you know. But
you don't even squat.
I know I hack squat. Some people say it don't count. It's more than it counts more than sumo though. You know what I'm saying? Or that's deadlift. I'm geeking. That's a classic mix up. But
nah, but I'm not gonna lie. I was upset this week. So you know that gym nemesis you fake have?
Oh yeah.
I was competing with him, and I was catching up, and then I have to find a new one. I watched him hit a sumo on a deadlift.
Oh, he doesn't count. Then get him out the store.
I know, bro. I was so upset, bro. Like, I was upset because we kind of look alike, too. He looked like the older, jacked version of me.
Yeah?
But he had hair. But it makes sense why he had hair. He can't hit a deadlift.
That would
I mean, that got nothing to do with it. But, like, honestly, it was just, like, when I seen the sumo, I was like, I kind of looked up to him a little bit. And then I seen the sumo, I was like, yo, bro, you push all this other weight, and that's the one thing you're going to, like, cheat yourself on?
Yeah. That's crazy. So you dropped a couple ranks in my book. But I heard you talking about the bulking. I heard you've been doing a little bit of a nice little cut in your time.
Yeah, I hate it.
Losing some weight. This man's on his grind, no cap.
I hate it. I went outside one day this week, and I had to wear 2 sweatshirts just to go to this corner store around the crib. I've never had to do that. I actually had to buy like really insulated coats this winter that you've seen.
Yep.
And honestly, like, nah. I mean, I'm just not used to ever. I've always been big. I've like the smallest I ever been, I think, was 200. But like, I was still fat. I wasn't like. I just like. I don't even. Like, it was like. I was skinny, but I wasn't though at the same time. It was like, yeah, skinny fit, like skinny fit.
Yep.
But like, this is the first time I've ever done it with like muscle and like gym wise and like the healthy way and like this. And it's just like, it's definitely an adjustment as in like, I'm hungrier quicker. That was a little tough in the beginning. Was honestly, that's how you start your cut. That's how you like gotta like really like to make your cut consistent. Is learning that you will be hungry. And sometimes like it gets the best of me. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm not. But because you know them mini muffins, if I see them at the store,
it's tough.
It's over.
You gotta have your cheats every once in a while.
I love a nice pastry. Like you throw a pastry in front of me, doesn't matter how good of a workout I had. You throw some nice, like fresh pastries.
You like some cream on there, nice and creamy pastries.
Boys.
Hey yo, that's funny as shit. But have you been doing anything for your cut really?
Yeah, honestly, I started before I tried not to eat breakfast, and honestly, that was my biggest thing into my cut was. I kept failing my cut a little bit because I wasn't eating breakfast, and I started to actually eat breakfast. But like, I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't like I really don't like
have a big meal for breakfast.
Yeah, it's just like I don't think there's that many options, and people look at me weird if I want to have like a dinner food for breakfast, even though like you can do it the reverse way, but you can't do that. So it's like I like switched to just having a protein shake, and then I just started eating the Kodak brand like waffles and like pancakes that you put in the freezer.
Yeah,
the protein ones. Oh, those are definitely. I definitely recommend those. I think if you don't really like a breakfast or you don't like certain stuff, to like basically if you don't like breakfast food, I think you should honestly just look for a meal replacement as like whey protein or like there are certain ones. I know, what's the brand? Total War. They make one called REDs or something like that. It's like meal replacements. Like specifically it's called meal replacement, so that's the one thing. Or you can just do the double scoop or whey protein, whatever you're doing. But that's what I've personally been doing differently. And then honestly I started throwing in red meat, and I started throwing in red meat, and then I just honestly started cooking all my food. I just started like, cause after you cook a whole meal, I really not just like meal prep, like cook a whole meal. Like I cook like I'm gonna cook my meal like a chicken or something, and then like I started throwing in like random meals. Like I made ribs one week or one night, then I made chicken parm one night, and then like for one of my cheat meals, I got a frozen pizza, and I cut up the chicken that I already had made, threw that on top. Well, made buffalo chicken into it, and then threw that on top and had that. And I felt like it wasn't even that bad of a cheat meal because it was really like I still put a whole chicken breast on top of the pizza. Yeah, you still
getting your protein in.
Yeah, I still got my protein, but like it obviously wasn't like rice as the like it was more carb and dairy.
Yeah.
I changed a lot. I just stopped. Honestly, I just stopped like giving in to certain stuff. Like sometimes I'd eat and be like, "Oh, you already ate bad, dude." Like I just started being more disciplined, and it's just like I'm getting to the point where it's like I was starting to plateau with my weight, and I just had to really take the cut serious instead of saying I was on a never-ending bulk.
Yeah, no, I feel you with that. Yeah, cutting is hard, and like I've been there before. The temptations you get with the food and shit, it's difficult, but just gotta sacrifice for the gains.
And I also switched gyms. That was another thing I did. I switched gyms, and that actually helped because there's different. New crowd, so I felt like the little man in there. I still do. Sometimes I do, but it depends on the hour. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I feel like the littlest man, but I'm not gonna say I'm the smallest one there sometimes. But and now that's just like come to confidence and knowing what you do in the gym versus what other people do in the gym. Yeah. That's I really do like. You got a really nice equipment. You got a great staff, better equipment, better owners, and like people care more there. It's just like at the environment there is like people push each other. I saw this one little guy. I ain't gonna lie, he put 3 plates up, and I thought he was gonna do it for like 2-3 reps. Yo, he did it like the whole group was doing it, and I always like, yo, that was dope to see. I ain't never seen that in the gym, like a whole group do that, and they was getting hyped, and I understood that one because that was like everybody was pushing like 315 right there, bro. So I get that. That was cool to see. That's what I like to see in the gym. So I like the atmosphere is way better because like it feels competitive in there, but it doesn't feel like it's like animosity. Like it doesn't. Certain gyms in this area, it feels like it's more of a like a high school power, like that type of stuff, or it's like cliques and stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody's there to get better, and nobody looks at each other and judges each other like that. I like the gym. I think it's a great fit. It has 3 locations around here. I haven't gone to the 2 other 2, but I just found out we do have a steam room. I've been happy. But,
that's probably help you with the cut OD too.
I know that's why I've been going.
Yeah, like 30 minutes a day. I heard mad people be doing that.
I love the sauna. So yeah, that's the gym. Have you switched gyms or done anything? And no, have you switched gyms? And have you like? Is there any pluses and minuses from bulking that you've noticed from your first time like really doing it for real?
I myself hasn't switched gyms. I'm still at the Y, represent the YMCA. But fucking from bulking, I haven't really noticed anything like crazy besides the fact that I'm losing my abs, which really hurts my ego. I'm not gonna cap, but it's what you gotta do for the gains. But
it's okay. I will release a little secret. I currently can only bench 200. I can't really get over that plateau.
Whoa.
Nah, I mean it's not that. It's just I mean you and a few of select others I will not mention have been making fun of my legs for the last couple months. I decided to take that serious. So
don't skip leg day.
Don't skip
but
leg day. I honestly am gonna also make another hot take. Leg day is superior. Leg day is the superior thing because at the end of the day it helps you push more on chest day. But I will say, not to cut you into what you were saying, but yeah, I've definitely lost a little bit of gains with the cut.
That's how it goes. It's tough, but yeah, it's either you lose the gains, get the abs, or else you lose a little bit of abs for the gains. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But I mean, bulking's the only thing honestly that sucks with. Don't even really like suck with bulking. It's just like sometimes like I like to eat, but like once I'm full, I don't want to eat anymore. And sometimes it's like for me to get all my calories in, it'll take me like 20-30 minutes to finish my last meal. So it's just like I don't know. That's the only downside. But like if you like eating, bulking's probably easy for you.
I love eating, and we already seen that. We've seen it on the pages, but yeah, at 350, I love to eat, but it wasn't like I can't wait to bulk. But like I don't know, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get abs for the first time ever. I don't think I'm ever.
You don't want to go back.
Never.
That's how it goes. Yeah, once you get the abs, it's like they here to stay. But it's like I don't know, it's tough. Because then, like as you said, you get the abs, but then like you don't.
I'm
push
getting
as
bored
much
in the gym. That's why. Cause like I'm not saying I'm close, but I'm close. I'm getting to the 1,000 club.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I'm not gonna lie. I just be like this ever since y'all started making me hit them. Well, not you guys, but all the bullying, and I started hitting legs.
Oh, we were
I'm
both.
gonna push a weight in that, and I know I'm gonna get to the 1,000 club like straight through legs, or like a couple, maybe a bench in it. I haven't deadlifted. I'm not really a big deadlifter.
Yeah.
I'm not lie. I'm a little intimidated in my gym.
I was gonna say deadlifting. I feel like that's one of the exercises. Kind of, it's not. I don't know. Actually, I feel like it's kind of an ego exercise, but it can be very beneficial also. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like deadlift, squat, and bench, very beneficial exercise, but I also feel like they can kind of be like
They're top 3 egos.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yo,
like,
where have you ever seen a girl in the bar or anybody say, yo, how much you shoulder shrug? Because I shoulder shrug 340 on the machines right now.
How much you lateral raise? Some stupid
Yeah.
shit. How much you lateral raise? Some shit like that. Bro. How much you do for quad extensions now?
Yeah, you don't hear that. So
how
like,
much you deadlift? How much you bench? How much you squat? Shit like that. But it's like, yeah. But
I mean, a real gym girl
up,
gonna ask you that stuff, and she probably might get a little like, you know, something from it.
Mm-hmm.
But like a regular, like not saying if you don't go, I mean as in like you meal prep, all that stuff. I mean like if you go to the gym, don't come for me, but. Like the regular gym girls that just like, you know, they there to be fit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just like, you know, there's certain aspects of it, and that's just, you have to accept those are ego ones.
Oh yeah.
And that's the funny thing is that the little rant about the deadlifters, I only see them do those 3 things.
Oh, squatting, benching, and
it's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
I want to use those. I want to deadlift, but like the reason I'm intimidated is because there's 7 of you on one rack, bro, and we're not in high school. Unless y'all are real little.
How many squat racks do they have there?
They're duos, so it's 4 single, like that's a squat rack, but it's a double size.
Oh,
so
it's
technically it's 8 sides.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 extensions on the other sides, so it's like about 10. You can get 10 people, like 10 single people can go on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't make sense as in why 7 go on 1.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, just take up 2 of the squat racks, and instead of it being an hour long, it might just be 15. But like, I don't know. It's just like, and I promise you, the other thing I forgot to add in that rant too was, it doesn't make it more dramatic if you grab your lifting belt and you rip it off you. It really doesn't. I promise you.
Probably adds ego points though.
Huh?
It probably adds. I was gonna say it probably adds ego points, but I don't know. People probably just get mad hype. I'm not gonna cap.
I mean, I get it. Over 300, we can get hype. Okay, thank you. But
he set the rules.
Nah, it's just like, it's not even a pride thing. Cause like you can say it's a pride thing. I have a video of me the first time ever doing it, 315. So it's not a pride thing. It's not. It's just fucking ignorant and annoying, bro. I don't want to hear that okay, 1 or 2 sets is okay. But if I know that you're deadlifting and I don't have to turn around, that's bad. Like,
yeah.
I don't like, well, there are mirrors, but like, I could just like, by your deadlift sound, I know, boom, oh, it's Henry's deadlifting today.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yo,
come on,
hilarious, bro. Actually. That's
like,
really
I heard
funny.
people in the locker room before when I was leaving say like, yo, are they deadlifting today? Like, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't want to hate. I don't want to be a hater.
Yeah.
It just gets annoying. It's proper gym
dude.
etiquette. Like, you know, if no one's really in the gym, but like 5 o'clock rush hour, some of us are trying to get in and out.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't hug them. It's like the thing where you like just don't hug the machine for like mad long type shit. Like,
It's not even that hogging. It's just like all the people in the gym. Like, what's the point of like even like going like crazy like that?
Yeah.
Like, just get in, get out, and let other people get in there too as well. Oh, that is the one thing too. It's like letting them get in too, and it's just like yeah. And then the one other thing too about going to here. You know what? Let me do this about going to a new gym as well. There are pros and cons to it. The pros is like I feel like it's a new atmosphere. You get to meet new people, new competition, new women, new everything, new equipment. But the like pros of like the cons of it is like you gotta relearn. Like it's not that you know people's certain schedules, but you know like after going there for a couple weeks, he probably not doing chest that day. Like you can tell if you come in and you see him doing a set or something, what day it is for them.
Mm.
Like, you can kind of tell. You can tell what's going to be a good day for you because usually by the time you're there for a month, as long as it's not like a gym like I don't know, like as long as it's not like, I feel like even at a busy gym you figure out everybody's schedule kind of, you kind of figure out those are the people you kind of come to the gym with.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna be at the gym kind of thing, and that's how you get those gym crushes and the gym bros and gym friends and everything. But it's like also it's like just being courteous and stuff, and it's like I know when the new people coming in, you're gonna look and you're gonna think, but it's like after a couple of weeks you don't really gotta grill them anymore. I get like we like as men, I like not look at men, but like, you know, sometimes you admire physique or like, damn, that's a big dude, or that's a lot of weight he pushing. But every set you done, I don't want to make eye contact with somebody. That gets a little annoying sometimes.
Yeah, that's so decent.
And also, it's just like if you like the workout or something, just like come up to me. I like something. I don't like a lot of eye contact. It's just like me being deaf, it's just like my eyes are very sensitive, so it's like I can see if you really look at, like I look at everything, like, oh, it's over there, but it's like just keep the looking for a while.
Yeah,
like 2-3 seconds, not like 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, and then it's just like also like people just like some of the high heads too. Like certain gyms have certain high heads. I feel like
100%.
You have any at your gym?
Hotheads, nah. To be honest,
the Y is usually nice.
Huh?
The Y is usually nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably wouldn't if anybody started tweaking out in the Y, they'd probably make that man's, which they probably would like any places, but nah. But there's also like nobody at the Y is like, I don't want to say like roid heads be like tweaking all the time, but you know what I'm saying? There's nobody like really like huge at the Y or like on steroids type shit or like.
So in theory, you're
like
saying
geeking.
that people that go to the Y aren't that big?
That is not what I said. You took that out of context. You're a funny guy. I'm not gonna lie. There's some Polish big dudes at the Y. You know what I'm saying? Muscular dudes, but no one that's like you know what I'm saying. You go to ABC, you see some big ass dudes, some big motherfuckers at ABC. Versus if you went to like the Y or like, you know, like Planet Fitness. Like,
no, there's some
like,
big dudes at Planet Fitness.
There's levels to this shit. You know
there's
what
some
I'm
big
saying?
dudes at Planet Fitness.
Are there?
Yeah.
Actually, you know who goes there? I'm pretty sure Sam Sulek goes there. So I guess Planet Fitness.
I don't like Planet Fitness anymore. I honestly think Planet Fitness is beneath me. If I'm gonna be honest.
That's outrageous. How do you come up with that statement?
I can't get a decent workout there anymore because I don't like. They have all this thing. Well, I've been in the gym for like 3 years now. I'm over the basic shit, and that's a basic starter pack workout.
I guess
like if you want to say, yo, you're a gym bro, like the starter pack gym bro, you know the Planet Fitness logo is in there every time.
Yeah, bro, that pizza on Fridays busting. What you mean? I feel like Planet Fitness, the one thing that they can
peak after a year and a half there, buddy.
They need,
unless you're doing voids.
If they add
just
in a bench, and they took Smith machines, I get it. They're safe for people. You don't want people to get hurt. But if they added like regular benches there, I feel like their like level would go like way up.
Well, I feel like the reason for that is definitely because the employees don't want to do less work than they already don't do.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like people go to Planet Fitness because they don't know how to work out like that. So I mean, imagine you have somebody's first time trying to like rep some shit on a regular bench. They're gonna pull it up and just
imagine the
drop
memes
that shit
that would
versus
come
Smith
from
machine. Memes, yeah, there would be. That would be pretty. It's a no fucking what is it? No judgment zone, bro.
It obviously I'm not going on another rant about that, but obviously we know how I feel about that. It is a judgment zone because of the lunk alarm, and still I haven't got any answers. Planet Fitness, if you could add me, different beast fitness, different beast conversations, let me know. I just want to know. It's been 3 months. No answer. I'm starting to think you're ignoring me.
I started to think you're ignoring me. But I'm fucking, what was we talking about? Oh yeah, Sam Sulek. Have you seen his diet? The video of his diet? Like what
I've seen the funny videos where he said we're starting a cut and then he's at the window of Taco Bell or Wendy's. I approve that.
His diet goes crazy. When he's bulking, his diet.
Do you think he's natty?
No, he's not natty. He's
definitely natty.
He's confirmed. I can't tell if you say he's confirmed not natty. It's obvious. You're not gonna be.
Obviously. He's not natty.
Okay. I was about to say he's 21. That dude's absolutely brolic as fuck.
He said he's not natty?
Yeah.
When?
One of his videos. But like he's confirmed. You can't get that big at 21. 9 times out of 10, unless you're like freak, but you're not gonna get that big.
He could be lab made.
That is, I mean, technically true, but I mean, I'd consider like not natty, probably lab made. Actually, not really, but I feel like he's not natty regardless. But his diet is crazy.
He's artificial.
Technically, yeah, he put some artificial shit and he's pinning himself with some artificial shit.
So what would his diet consist of? So what have you seen that his diets consist of?
It's just like when he's bulking, it's just shit that like I don't know. It's not stuff you would see in a typical like bulking diet. I mean, unless you like dirty bulk and shit. But it's like he'd have like he said he just focused on his protein, so he'd make sure he hit his protein every day, and then everything else would just get filled up with like whatever the fuck he wants. I remember like one video he like for breakfast he literally had like either like a liter or like a half gallon of like a 2-gallon thing of milk of like chocolate milk, and they'll have like 5 Krispy Kreme donuts for one meal with like a couple ounces of chicken, and then like his pre-workout meal before the gym. Which some people, I know a lot of people in like professional be doing like the cereal and shit, but he'll do like another like 2 cups of milk with like 5 servings of cereal for carbs, and it's just like I don't know, if I tried to do that, my stomach would be fucked. But like obviously, you know what I'm saying, it works for him.
My ADHD just wouldn't be able to handle the sugar content.
Yeah, there's no shot. I'd be not tweaking, but like,
and the amount of caffeine I have would not help that.
Yeah, you be off like 600 mgs. Or you used to be at
5.
6. I would say yeah, you've gotten better. You know, the man used to be double scooping before the gym. Go to the gym sometimes twice a day, and he throwing a fucking like a C4 energy drink with that.
All right.
Wondering why he can't sleep at nighttime.
All right. I would double scoop in the morning, and I would have a pre-made drink on my second workout. Didn't think it was that bad.
It's not. I don't know. Dude, I heard people be drinking like 500-600 mgs a day and be fine. So I think it's probably just like how your body adapts to it. But it is.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't recommend if you first start coming to the gym, drink 600 milligrams a day. You're probably gonna explode your heart. I'm not even gonna lie to you
for shit either.
But like, yeah, it's probably not safe.
Plus, like when you get off the caffeine and shit and try to like drop down or like stop, like you can go through like caffeine withdrawal. I
had to buy melatonin gummies.
Yeah, just to sleep. Get the sleeping. You can get like
headaches
and shit.
I had ashwagandha in it or whatever.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce anything, but sorry, it's my deafness. I had that in there. I'm not gonna lie, I started taking that with the melatonin, and I started relaxing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started relaxing again.
No, yeah, ashwagandha is really good for that. It's the fuck is the word? I don't know the correct scientific term, but it helps with like anxiety and stuff.
Yeah, anxiety, depression, the main stuff that it is today.
Can be good for your gains too. I heard it like can increase, not like OD, like if you took like creatine or something like that, but like it can help like 1 to 5%. But anything that helps, it's good to go.
Yeah, that's why I switched to oat milk.
Yeah. The fuck, you like the good nut milk?
It's oats. It's not nuts.
I'm fucking with you, bro. It's a joke. Oat. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true because it's oat.
Yeah, you tried this joke like 2 weeks ago, and I tried to tell you it wasn't a good joke.
I swear I heard that in some. I don't know.
No, it's an almond. You're thinking of the almond milk.
Yeah,
I said oats milk.
Like that.
You eat oats, so that's like I don't know. But anyway, I just switched it because I saw a study saying something about when dairy, like milk has like it had links of if you have anxiety to raise it.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to try it myself and just stop drinking milk my own self like in February. And I noticed my anxiety went down. So I try to stay away from dairy as much as I can. As in like for milk. Like I will go for almond milk now, or I tried oat milk because I was getting tired of the almond milk.
Yeah, gotta switch it up.
And then I just I got this vanilla flavor and I just mixed it with my breakfast, and it's pretty good.
There you go.
Like that's, yeah.
There you go. Make the
so
switch.
It's with your cutting. So since you're cutting, let's talk a little bit about go back and forth with the cutting and bulking. So if some people want to try or want to know what's to expect with it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is like your biggest pros and cons from cutting?
From cutting or bulking?
I mean bulking.
From bulking.
Yeah, for you.
I would say biggest pros I've got so far from bulking, obviously, as long as you like keep going hard, keep working, you're gonna push more weight, you're gonna get stronger, because at least I'm pretty sure like for most people, some people are like at lower body fat percentages can still be super strong and still put on muscle. But for most people, when you bulk, that's when you're gonna be at your strongest. That's when you're gonna be able to put on the most amount of muscle. So I found that for me at least, and probably other people, that's my big pro. The one con of bulking, if I could think of any, is you're gonna lose your abs if you already have abs, so that's kind of like annoying, not being able to see your abs. But and then B, you're gonna have to eat more food to bulk, which
So
is
it
like
gets expensive.
that's what I was gonna
It
say.
can
So
get
like it can get
expensive.
unless you do like the dirty bulk like McDonald's, which is like cheaper shit. You can do stuff like that, or you can
That's definitely. I can't wait.
yeah, and just go ham on that. But that is the one other thing is you gotta buy more groceries, so it can get a little more expensive. But that's just how it goes. What about you? For cutting?
I'm
What's your
definitely gonna
favorite
say it
pros
was
and cons?
it was the adjustment for to start eating less, for sure, and then that was my biggest con was the like learning how to eat less. But then I like learned a substitution with that, and I was able to like take it away. It was just like, yeah, that's my biggest con with eating less, and then like, oh, your clothes don't fit anymore. Like all my clothes that used to type a ton of fit and stuff, whatever. That I thought I was always like, wait till I lose like 5 more pounds, I'm gonna look good. No.
Type small or everything.
No, they just over. Remember when we was about to go out that one weekend, and
Yeah,
I
you
tried to
put
put
on
that
that
shirt
shirt.
on, and it looked like a dress, bro. It looked like a romper.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Like yeah,
that
and then
means you're
like
making
a
progress,
year ago, like I never noticed like from having like you know how like you're flat, and then you have a tummy.
Mm-hmm.
I never really noticed from having a tummy how much your shirt really helps. Like when you have a XL or a double X, how much it really helps. I just started noticing that a lot of the shirts I have, I put on a sweatshirt that finally fits right, feels good. And then the shirt is like a dress under it, and I tuck it in.
That's funny.
That's like the most annoying thing is, and then the also thing is like I'm not sure where my cut's gonna end at. I've never been like my skinniest before,
yeah.
so it's like I still haven't. I can't go buy new jeans yet, and I can't buy. I haven't wanted to buy really a lot of new outfits because it's like I feel like I might waste money.
No,
My mom tried helping me do that, and I don't fit. And she did that in the summertime, and I fit in like one. No, I just tried to put on one of those shirts before we came today, and that shit I was swimming in it, and I couldn't wear it. And that is probably. And then the pros is like. Oh, another con is definitely like you don't lift as much anymore. You used to. I never used to believe when you weigh more, you lift more. You used to always say it to me. And I always thought it was just bullshit. Like, I really just didn't believe it. And then you finally told me. And then, no, not that you finally told me. I finally did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true. And it's just, like, it's very, that's what I meant by my bench went down. Like, I really was about to, you guys saw it. I was really pushing 225. I was getting there. I was pushing that. Not consistently, but, like, you know, randomly I throw it in there, get it for 3 reps, 5 reps. I kept going up on the reps every time I did it. I really haven't even attempted to try it in a while because like I can't even get up to the weight that I was pushing that made me want to like do that because like based on that like the terminology I just said is like it sucks but it's like it's worth it because I've always wanted to be skinny. I always wanted to be abs.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to be skinny. I always wanted to have abs. And I was saying a couple of days ago, 12-year-old me would be so proud of what I can do and how I look and everything. It's just because, like, I always wanted to get to this point, and it's just, like, finally being able to look in the mirror and touch it and see it, and, like, it's going to sound corny. It was, like, I used to look at wrestling figures and be like, oh, I want to look like this, and now I'm low-key, like, looking like that, and it's just, like, it's, like, a full, like, I'm, like, yo, I really did it, but it's, like, I'm starting to go for the next goals because, like, I don't want to get too satisfied. Like, I feel like if I get to the action figure body looking, I might get satisfied and get content with it.
You can't never be comfortable. What was I going to say? You were talking about your cutting and how you can't push as much weight. Do you find that, like, since you've been cutting, that obviously you can't push as much weight, so that affects you physically? Are there any other ways that you found it affects you, like, physically in the gym, or has cutting affected your mental health at all? Like
a little bit at first because like I wasn't used to. I've never really been. I thought when I was gonna go down in size, it was gonna be a difference. Like I didn't think I was gonna go down in size in the way I did. I thought it was like I just never knew that I was as big as I thought I was. So it was just like I saw a lot. Like it sounds weird. It's just like I've seen bones I've never seen before, and like I've seen like I was asking Evan one time. I'm like, yo, is your shoulder bone supposed to pop like that? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, oh, I never seen that. Like, I didn't know. I was just like, it was weird at first. But then, like, the benching sometimes gets in my head when I do it. Because, like, I'm not going to lie. I'll stop. Like, I will only do 2 to 3 sets sometimes. Because I get in my head about it again.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I've been trying to get better about it just because, like, it is what it is. And then I like the cut. Like I like it. I like losing weight. I like seeing like certain stuff that I never had in my body that I always wanted, and I like it a lot. It's just like it was a lot of adjusting that I didn't really realize that I thought would miss or that wasn't gonna happen to me because like I didn't know that was really what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It was just getting used to. Like the only thing I really would love would be if I could push 225 for what I could really do it for. But naturally, I'll get back to it. But the one thing I did like about the cut was I'm really learning how to control the weight, and it's like it's not that I don't like. I feel like when you push weight, it's different from when you control it. Like, you can push weight, but if you can control weight,
gotta make that weight your bitch.
That's a completely different game.
Do you feel like since you've been controlling the weight more, because I know you just like not super recently, but you started that like a little while ago. Do you feel like that has helped your gains at all versus?
Yeah, for sure. Because like I've noticed one of the biggest thing that plays in my head is the gym, like in the gym. There's always someone lifting more than you. If you look to your right, there's always gonna be someone lifting more than you. And sometimes when I see someone doing somewhat of the same workout or the same workout as me, and they're pushing more weight than me, and they might be smaller than me or a little bit smaller than me or bigger than me. It's just like I get like in my head sometimes, but then like when it comes to biceps, I heard what's his name? Was it Jay Cutler? Yeah, Jay Cutler. He said that when he would train with Arnold, he never saw Arnold go over a 40-pound dumbbell curl. So it's like when I watch certain people do that one, I think I started to not get as insecure or like care as much because like if one of the strong people that model their lifting game after wasn't doing that, why are you?
That's a fact though.
And it's just like it made sense. I did some research as well too. They say like they're like after going over 40 pounds, don't quote me, but like what I saw from the videos I seen and what I looked up was that it says that after you go over 40 pounds, you're not really working you're working more muscles than just the bicep. Because they're saying you're like a human bicep is only like able to like controllably and like move that 40 pounds right there. I'm not saying you can't lift more. I'm not saying you don't curl more, because I've seen people curl crazy amount. Yeah. I'm just saying you're working more. You're probably working instead of a 90-10 split, it's probably like a 50-50 or a 50 whatever split.
Especially when people start getting the swing.
The swing. Like I don't care. Like what you swinging it for? Like you're not pushing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to sound weird or anything, but a lot of women are starting to get into the gym more. They're starting to understand the terms now more. They know what swinging the weight means because they not that they do it. They don't do it. I've never seen a woman swing a weight ever. I've never seen one girl ever swing weight, bro. Because they control the weight. I don't see girls get injured in the gym. I don't see girls. That honestly is why a couple weeks ago I asked this girl. I did a leg workout with this girl. She killed me. But it was one of the best workouts I've ever done because it was all about controlling the weight, bro. It was all about controlling the weight. It wasn't about pushing crazy weight. She did push crazy weight too. But it's just, they honestly really lift the correct way. The correct way. We lift for egos. And it's just like, I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think at the end of the day, the gym is not gym is my life, but at the end of the day, the gym is not what gets me paid. So until that does get me paid, I'm not going to push myself to the point where when I leave that building, I can't continue to work. I can't continue to do certain stuff. It's just like, I'm not going to do that. That's just not me.
No, it's a fact. I feel like also when you mentioned like the ego lifting and shit, I feel like that's like one of your either not biggest, but like the easiest ways to get hurt in the gym is like ego lifting and stuff. Because it's like if you're not doing it with correct form, also B, if you're trying to like push too much weight and your body's not used to it and your muscles aren't used to it, you can like, you know what I'm saying? Like when people go for PRs, end up using they do like a lot of pec tears on the bench because they're either they didn't warm up correctly or like their body's not ready for it, so it'll just go down and then you see their shit pop and it's just like their whole
that or I had like a little experience myself. It wasn't me ego lifting, it was me messing around in the gym. And I was holding a pound, like a heavy. It was like the Easy Bar 90, right here to do something. And I was going to switch it down to set it down. And instead of like setting it here and then switching, I wanted to go fast. I went like this, and I almost pulled my shoulder right out of my socket, just trying to go quicker than normal. It wasn't anything being ego or anything. It was just me trying to go quicker than what I was used to doing. And I almost yanked the shit out of my shoulder for it. So it's like. That's just like from that, and that happened recently, like a month ago, two months ago. So like I try to stay like within, like I try to stay in my own lane when it comes to the gym, because it's just like that's something not to play with.
Oh, 100%. You could definitely. Gym is a great place to like put in work and get brolic, but you can also, if you're not doing shit
It can be
correctly, you
dangerous.
can get seriously
If
hurt.
you don't
Like,
know what you're doing, it
people
can be one
died
of the
like
most
working out and
dangerous
shit. You
things.
could drop that weight right on your neck if you're bench pressing, or the guy that was the dude from, I think it was in Dubai or like some other country, the dude that died when he was squatting. He was trying to squat 3 plates and he went down. The guy that was spotting him didn't spot him correctly, and it like went down and he dropped his neck and he broke his neck and shit, and he fell on the ground and he died. He was only like 20, 30 something.
Cause like the bar pushed it. The bar kept pushing the weight of your neck. Your bar. I seen some like random cool fact. Your bones are stronger than concrete.
Yeah.
Your body. I think about it. Concrete cracks after enough. Like it's like a diamond. Diamonds get created in pressure, and bones crack under bones crack in pressure.
Yep.
I feel like that should be a bar, or that should be copyright. I felt like that should be a bar. That felt good. But yeah, it's just it's definitely something.
I know you was talking about Jay Cutler before, and you like watch his shit. Who are like, I guess, who would you say some of like some your bigger influencers, or like people that you either like look up to, or like got your knowledge from?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be
completely
honest. Yes, I like C-Bum. I like a lot of the Trent twins. I haven't seen the Trent twins lately. I don't know where they've been. I haven't really seen them circulating as much. I haven't seen Alex Eubank. I think that stupid little drama, they wasn't trying to deal with it.
Maybe, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because like they got kicked right out. I don't know. It might just be like that might be a hard cause like what they were doing to stay relevant. I'm not saying they're not still relevant, but what they were to catch the wave, they weren't doing anything different after that. I feel like they just rode the wave.
Yeah.
And it ended because people don't want to like. Not ended, but
got more used to their shit. It wasn't like
like Sam. But like I feel like the fitness thing, it's hard to like go for a while. Like C-Bum is like you gotta be like C-Bum.
That's because he's Mr. Olympia.
Like, you gotta.
It's either doing that, or if you're giving people like information, or doing like different variety of shit. But if you're doing
because there's gonna be another Sam. Like I'm not gonna lie,
it.
they got rid of the Trent twins and they put in Sam.
Yep.
And then they got rid of Alex Eubank. Well, they got rid of that dude that used to yell about we go gym and that
Lex
kid.
Little.
Yeah, and they put in Alex Eubank.
Yeah.
And now I ain't seen Alex Eubank in a while. Or the Trent twins. But my favorite is definitely, I'm not gonna lie, is the Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's always gonna be Arnold. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, it's the only person I really think about when I'm in the gym, not in some weird shit or anything. Just like when I think about certain stuff, I think about what Arnold does. And I think about everybody. If you watch every influencer that lifts, they reference Arnold. Everybody says something about Arnold, talks about how they trained with Arnold or wants to train with Arnold or still does want to train with Arnold.
Yep.
I think Arnold is what made lifting.
Oh, 100%.
And I think that's why I really look up to him, because like honestly that is my dream physique. I think I could get there natty. Like a lot of people going to say I can't. A lot of people going to say it might not be achievable, but I really do. Because I feel like my body type is that type that could, but I could be wrong. We'll see at the end.
Russian.
But it's just like I think that's my goal. That's personally, if if we would have a goal to lift, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Who would yours be?
Mine? Oh damn, that's tough. I'm not gonna cap. Cause like I think I don't know, like, cause I watch a couple different people, but I'd say like if I really wanted to have a physique, like somebody it'd probably. Honestly, I ain't gonna cap. I think I'd probably go for Alex, like how Alex Eubank be doing his shit, because he's one of the few people that I like. That I first learned, not really like learned about, but like one of the first people that put me onto like controlling the weight and shit. Him and Nick Walker, but Nick Walker, he's not natural, so like I know I can never get to his shit. But like I mean, Alex Eubank, he's pretty sure he's natural. He might have done like some little bullshit. Where, like,
I feel like some of them did, like,
but
he definitely did some. I feel like he did something along the lines of it. I don't feel like everybody. People get it wrong, cause like when they talk about Bron, sometimes like I'm gonna bring LeBron into this real quick. When they talk about Bron, they talk about he does certain stuff, or like baseball players do this. Like, yo, bro, that steroids is just one general statement of enhancement drugs.
Yeah, like some people
there's
do
so many, there's
PDDs,
like there's a bunch of somebody at the one I used to work with at my gym, Nate, he always used to try to sell me Trent, and I always told him I don't want to get this, I don't want to get that, I don't want nothing, and I'm like, whatever. And then he started coming to me about something that he said he thinks that Ja Morant takes to make him jump higher. And he started explaining to me. And I'm like, bro, what is this? And he's like, it's another thing, but it's part of the group of steroids, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to lie. I went home and I looked it up. It sounded tempting. Didn't do it. Then or asked for it. I kind of can't remember the name either. Kind of. But it's just like, it's not like, it's just like people use that term as like, oh, he does like steroids. Doesn't mean they did Trent, bro. There's different levels to it. I think he did like something that enhance. There's stuff that can enhance your physique and enhance the blood that your blood goes like opens the oxygen flow in your blood more, so you can get more like whatever it is that does. I don't know what these things do. I just know I've heard bits and parts of what they do. Yeah. So it's like I feel like he didn't do anything. He doesn't look. You could tell if someone does stuff or not.
The only reason I think that he possibly might not be natty is, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I remember somebody did a video on it, on his blood work, because for a big while there was a debate on if he was like natty, not natty, had ever done something. Because no cap, he does have a good physique and he's been brolic for like ever, and he do push weight. But so they had like a debate, or he got his blood work done or some shit, and his test went from like mad low to like mad high.
His what?
His testosterone, I think it was his free test. I don't know. I'm not a
how are you supposed to test? How would you know his test levels before though?
What the fuck was it? Well, he went and got his blood work done. So like you get your blood work done, you get all your shit back. And they said that his test was low, low for some reason. I would love to go get my blood work done. And it's like most people, at least I'm pretty sure, it's like if you've had testosterone or like, I don't know if it's testosterone replacement therapy or anything that like will increase your testosterone from like the use of a steroid or like whatever. Once you get off that, like say your test was like 500 before, I don't know if that's like a correct number, but like once, and then that shit boosted your shit up to like 7 or 8. Once you get off that, if it was originally 5, it's probably going to go down to like 2 or 3 because your body is not used to producing the natural testosterone because that other shit was doing it for so long. And that's why they think that he possibly might not have been natty because his test was so low. So like maybe something else was like increasing his test unnaturally, and then when your body, that's what happens with like bodybuilders and shit that are on high test. That's when like their nuts stop working and their nuts shrivel up because they can't produce testosterone naturally anymore.
You shouldn't give me more information about something I'm tempted to
I mean, you want your balls to shrivel up and shit for the gains. That's your opinion. Everybody could do what they want. I don't think that happens with
it's not appropriate. This is a children's show. Oh my god. Anyways, next topic. Do you think social media has a big influence on people in the gym or not?
That's very, I would say, tough. I would say no. It definitely does, especially with like younger kids, that are like just getting into the gym and shit.
No. Here, let me re-ask the question. Here, I'll ask a 2-part question. Do you think social media has an influence in perspective in the gym? And is it positive? Can it be positive or is it negative?
So, part 1, I'm going to say yes. It definitely has an impact. Can it be positive? Yes, it can definitely be positive. I think because it can, like, for people that are just trying to get into the gym, like it gives kind of like maybe like a boost of confidence, or like if you see somebody that's like really, I feel like a lot of people like Sam Sulek because he's really relatable. He's a really like easygoing dude. He's really chilled. And like when he talks in his videos, it's kind of, basically like, I didn't know he was chill like that. Nah, but fucking, but he be in his videos and it's like relatable. So I think like that stuff's good, but it's also like when you see people that are like brolic as fuck, or like, just like really, they got really good physique. Sam, he's
yo, chill, Sam. I'm chill. You got it, bro.
No, but like you see that, and then like sometimes people like will gas and be like, no, I'm natural, and then you find out they're not natty or some shit, and it's like it can hurt your confidence to like, oh, I thought I could look like that, but now I can't. So like But it's like, I think it can be good, but like it also like sometimes they give out misinformation, so it's kind of like it's tough, but you kind of have to like pick and choose what you listen to, and like, what I'm saying, this stuff you gotta like take bits and pieces from anything. But
I think I'm on the same thing as you. I think it can go. I think it's up and down about the positive. I think yes, it plays a big part, and I think it plays the biggest part, and then I think also that it goes up and down. It can be positive and can be negative. I think the positive side is the motivation, the actual benefits of health and all that stuff, and like improvement in your sports area, or your improvements in whatever it helps. Like let's say you wanted to get more balance because at work you can only balance 15 tray tables or something. You want to be able to do 17. I don't know. Like I get it. Like I think it has very positive things, but I also think it can have negative things. Like as in the aspect of a woman, like women. Oh, you hear a lot of videos of girls talking about they compare themselves from a young age to the models and stuff. But like that also goes the same way with guys, because it's like if you know this girl really likes these kind of athletes, or that's her favorite athlete, you're expecting that she likes that kind of body type. So if she really likes like Bryce Harper, let's just like because he's killing the MLB right now. Let's say you like them, you want to try to like get the hair, maybe try to look a little bit of like a baseball player.
Yep.
But if you build like a football player, you might get a little insecure because like you're like, damn, I got, because that's the type of guy she is. Like I think for that aspect that like it's very bad. I also think that's the aspect for men that you catch yourself competing a lot, and like people don't really know. Like some people just try tests, don't like it, don't even talk about it because they're too scared to talk about it. But you can tell they did. But it's like, oh, my favorite guy did it. Like the one that you just said that Alex Eubanks said he did, or he might not, but you keep going back and forth. Like, let's say a younger kid like that a lot because he doesn't know the truth. He might just do it and then find out he ain't never doing it. Just because of that. It's just like I think it goes a lot of ways where like you got to pick and choose what you listen to and what you don't. And I think a lot of it you got to test out yourself because everybody's body's different.
100%.
Because I was telling somebody yesterday I hit like legs again, and I think I hit legs maybe like 3 or 4 times this week. And they was trying to tell me that I overloaded, and I was like, God, like, and like I was gonna respond a certain way, but then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, they don't know my body type. I know my body type. I know when my body will tell me when I'm gonna quit. Like how like. If you think about it, like when you go to the doctors, you tell them what hurts. They be like, how they tell you, like they ask you on a scale of They don't say they like certain people. You can't tell me where something hurts and not.
Yeah, no,
it's like you know what I mean. Like it's just
everybody's body's different.
Yeah, like everybody's body's different. And I think like a lot of people forget that is that like just because you can like do certain things doesn't mean I can, and vice versa.
And it's like. Kind of like what you said, like with the Bryce Harper thing, like say you see the Bryce Harper, you see his workout, you're like, oh, boom, I'm going to do his workout and get like him. You could do his workout and you're going to get stronger and like different shit, but you might not look exactly like him because you and Bryce Harper or you and whoever you're modeling your workout after, you guys don't have the same genetics. So it's like you guys aren't going to look exactly the same. And that's just how that shit goes.
Yeah, nah, I think social media can play a big part as in success, and I also think it can destroy your confidence. I don't think it can fully take you down. I think only if you keep looking at those models or those influencers or those bodybuilders and you keep saying that's never achievable, yeah, it's not going to be achievable because you're putting yourself in a negative mindset. But I think if you take that and you start off small and you're like, all right, let me start with someone with a mid physique or something. I don't even know. Like, I don't know how everybody's like thinks, but personally, I would break it down. Like, that's what I do. Like for basketball, when I'm trying to learn a new move, I break down the move. I break down the whole move. I learn certain parts first. So then I like, if I learn the first part, 1 of 3 is perfected. All 3 parts, I can do all 3 parts of moves and go from that angle too. So it's like, you never know. You might see something better that you like. Like you might learn this spot. Like, you know, it's just like, I don't think you should put your eggs all in one basket. Like Kobe says, go get more eggs.
Not that. So another thing I would say with the social media thing, because I know definitely helps with me, and I think you might have done it recently too. Sometimes it's just good to just get off social media, and just so you're not seeing everybody's like opinion. You're not seeing, you know, everybody's like, oh, he's doing this, I'm only doing this, and he's doing all this, and I'm only doing this, and he's pushing this much weight, and I'm only pushing. You know what I'm saying? It can like,
you're gonna catch yourself comparing too much. So I think sometimes that's also what I did recently before we came back here. Was I went on a little social media hiatus for my personal stuff. I took all my stuff down. I was still posting on some of the stuff, but I was just I just took some time for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so to wrap this up a little bit, we just we promised not to take that long of a break again. You know, if we're gonna say something more. We still got a lot of stuff coming. We're gonna start doing some new stuff. We're gonna go check out soon. We're gonna go down to the city and check out what was it called? The local front pier?
Oh, it's like
Pier 47 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pier 47. We'll have more information on the next podcast if we haven't gone down there yet. Which on that gym in the city, and then we also want to go check out Fusion, then Alpha Land as well, Zoo Culture. But those are down the road. We're gonna start doing vlogs a little more. We're gonna start doing a little bit different, more content. If you want to let us know in the comments of what you would like to see. That would really help us too, to figure out a little bit of a direction of what our viewers what they would like to see more of. And then we're also gonna start with a little bit more cooking, and then we're also a full cheat day. Like when we have our cheat days, we like to like enjoy ourselves. We're not just gonna go have a little McDonald's or something. Like we try to find a new restaurant in Albany. We gotta go somewhere. We go somewhere. We try some different spots. We're gonna start showing it off, and maybe maybe you do too.
Yeah.
But this is Alex and Carl from Different Beast. Go get your pump on, and we'll see you next time.
Boom.